What's up, guys? Welcome back. Been working on this movie for Sunday. Big feature film coming out about my life. Not a big feature film, but a 10-minute feature film about my life, and really happy to be working on that passion project. And I wanted to just tell you guys a quick video about what I think is important for a man to focus on in his life, because I go on a lot about money and business and leveling up and all that sort of stuff. And I'm able to do that, and I'm driven to do that because I have a core foundation of beliefs that I believe serve me really, really well. And I want to run you through them. What are the things that actually matter as a man? What are the things that matter in your life in the end? The stuff that you should focus on and the stuff that you should really just let go, because most things are not really that important. So number one, the reason I do everything, the reason I want to be massively successful and rich is for family. It's for my bloodline. It's for the continuation and the legacy of the Hopkins name, to put honor on my grandfathers and my father and my great-grandfather and my ancestors, the people that brought me into this world. And I think that's a really strong driver as a man, is to have my own family, my own legacy, to have security for my family, to be able to spend time with my sons and daughters and raise them in the way that I want. Because the world that we live in, men like us, men like you and I, a lot of us can get distracted away from that point. We forget that the reason we're in this game is to build a legacy and a family. That's why you have a set of balls hanging between your legs, is to make children. And a lot of us are very selfish in the West, and our bloodlines will die out. That's just a fact of the world. I was speaking with a new elite member about this today, a guy called Michael. It's called Mike Wisdom on Instagram. And that's kind of his offer, is that he teaches guys how to find those women that they want to have an empire with, how to find the right women and the importance of that. And I think that's number one. That's sort of my deep-seated belief, is that I'm doing all of this, and the fire inside me that keeps me going on the days maybe I want to stop doing it or take some rest, is that I want a bloodline, and I want to do honor to the ancestors that came before me, and I want to be an honorable man so that my children can be proud of me. And that's really of great importance, and I think that's something to remember. What really matters in life is bloodline, legacy, being an honorable man, somebody that has a family, because one day you'll be old and the fame won't matter, none of that stuff will matter, but you'll have a beautiful family, and that, I believe, that'll give you great fulfillment. And I'll let you know more as I have my children and my family. The next one is your health. One of the things that really, really matters is your health. And this year has been an interesting one for me since the start of 2025, because I've been working 10, 12, 14-hour days every single day on my dream, on my legacy, on building what I want to build and getting out content and all this stuff I'm building behind the scenes, as well as running my current business. A lot on my plate at the moment. And in other times in my life, I would probably have used that as an excuse to skip the gym, to not go. But because it was a non-negotiable in my life to look after my health this year, to make sure that I was in the best shape possible, every single day I've been. And now we're about halfway through the month, 15 days in, 14 days in. And it's my favorite part of the day. And I've been someone that's been to the gym for a long time, but that daily consistency of keeping and turning up and looking after the health has been like, no matter how tired you are every day from the work or how you're feeling about things, I look in the mirror and I like my physique. And I like the health that I feel, and I like that I've eaten good foods. And even though other things are really difficult in my life, at least my health is sorted out. So that's one thing to remember, is health, also your testosterone levels. They're really important. You want to be feeling like a man, and you should be looking after that stuff, getting your blood work checked, having the right supplements, looking after your testosterone levels so you feel powerful as a man. We should feel driven as men. We should feel like we want to conquer. We should have a deep purpose. And that's kind of what this video is about. How do you find your deep purpose? So the next thing after health, what really matters for a man is his purpose and passion for the thing that he does. I cannot imagine being able to work in something that I'm not extremely passionate about. Try and find something, a craft to hone. We're craftsmen, we're warriors. We need something, an outlet for our energy, for our minds. And for me, that is film. That's creative endeavors. It's film. I've always loved films, movies, storytelling, becoming that killer character, that hero in the story. That's what I'm obsessed with. And honing my craft on that, honing my craft in business, honing my craft in filmmaking is just an absolute joy to work on. And I've met a lot of guys that are kind of lost. They haven't found that purpose in their life. They haven't found that thing that they want to be really good at. So have a look into your childhood. Have a look into what you enjoyed as a kid, the things that you were drawn towards, and start having a passion or a hobby or something that you continuously improve, because that gives you great fulfillment. Next, I think it's important that we see the world, that we're well traveled. I'm going to travel more in 2025 than I have in any other year in my life. I plan to travel at least once every month, so 3 weeks of absolutely solid non-stop work, followed by a week of travel in destinations I've wanted to go my entire life. So we're starting off with France at the start of the year, a new elite ski trip. Then I'm going with my girlfriend at the end of Feb to Niseko, Japan, and staying in Tokyo to go and see Japan some more. I absolutely love Japan. And we'll continue the trips after that, but one per month. And hopefully if you're in a position where you're doing very well in business, or even if you're not, try and make some time for the life. Make some time for seeing some of the world, for gaining some new inspiration, for being well traveled, for mixing in some enjoyment and some fun with the day-to-day work. Because what kind of man was made to sit in an office all day like this, or maybe like what you're doing? Like for me, that's what keeps me in the game, is the fact that I know, okay, you're working this hard and then you get this period of travel, and then you're working this hard and then you get this period of travel, and it's on your craft and it's what you love. And that's what I believe makes me so driven every day, whilst taking care of everything else. Is like, I've got this huge purpose of this family legacy, of being proud of who I am, proud of where I come from and what that stands for, making my father proud and all the people in my life. I've got this enjoyment, this thing to look forward to in my life, this travel, this expansion of my mind. At the same time, I get to hone my craft. I'm looking after my health. This is what I believe matters for a man. So I kind of made this video to remind you that you don't have to be amazing at everything. You need to be good at one thing and look after your health and build a family legacy and start thinking about that, because it will matter. And see some of the world, and do a bit of travel and have some fun and enjoy yourself. The mansions, the cars, the money, the fame, all that stuff is fairly irrelevant in the grand scheme, in the grand picture. What I believe really matters as a man is honing yourself, your physical health, who you are, honing your honor and your family legacy, and becoming proud of who you are as a man, how people talk about you and how people talk about your family name, raising a family, seeing the world. Those are the things that matter. So amongst the craziness of scaling your business and getting to 8 figures and doing these things, find time to start thinking about the big picture, the real questions, the things that you love, the things that get you excited, and the places you want to go and things you want to see. Because the life is short, and I intend on using every second of it to my advantage. So guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Really excited to give you guys the movie I've got coming out on Sunday, and for you to see my story told cinematically for the first time. That'll be over on the Jack Hopkins main channel. Go check that out if you haven't already. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you on the next one. Whoop!